So yeah, I'm back after forever. I was being a lazy ass and almost gave up, but y'all still love my stories, so I'ma hopefully end this as chapter 20 so I can move on to my YONESHOTS. I'm sure you're all excited for that, so yeah, that was a small thing I wanted to say, so let's go. Karma's Pav. AI, it's back. The ride seemed quiet except for my excessive button clicking from the game I brought along, everyone else was asleep. The ride was long, so after a while my thumbs grew tired and I took a nap like everyone else because time seems to go faster when I sleep, and it did. I woke up in what felt like seconds and we were there. We all left the station and went to find the resort. We were greeted by a server who looked awfully familiar, but I thought nothing of it. We walked along the island before actually going into the hotel and getting our rooms. Unfortunately, I ended up having to share a room with Ryoma, and that sucks. For him, I set all my stuff down before joining the class downstairs for our planned assassination attempt. Time skip brought to you by Tiny Koro tilde Sensei Ball. I sat at a table and played my game, till I saw Kayano and Nagisa. Hey, over here. I waved and they walked over and joined me. The same waiter from earlier brought over some drinks. We were so close to killing that dumb octopus. I groaned and sat back in my seat. Yeah, I guess it was my fault we missed. Nagisa said as he rubbed the back of his head. Mr. Karasuma came out with a bag holding the ball that Koro tilde Sensei had turned into, so I started poking at it. Everything was calm besides Koro tilde Sensei yelling at me to stop when students began falling on the floor in fits of coughing. What's happening? Kayano yelled. Call a medic. Karasuma yelled while leaving the octopus ball in my hands. Well, hello tilde. Kayano's pav. A medic got here and started helping me care for the students while Mr. Karasum took an unknown call on the other side of the dining area. Karasuma hung up and came over in a rush. I'm gonna need all the Heathi students to come with me. We began walking to an unknown destination, asking questions along the way. We arrived at the base of a tall cliff and without asking any more questions we climbed. It seemed almost impossible, but we made it and it only got worse from there. We had to go through several obstacles. Professor Bitch had to play piano, which was pretty fun to watch. Karma. Well, yeah, and then THW snipers had their moment, but it was so much just to get to the top. A tall buff man waited, only wanting Nagisa. Be careful, I yelled as he stepped closer to him. I've always loved watching Nagisa fight, but when it came to this I was scared. I wanted him to be safe. I almost fainted when I saw Nagisa drop his knife. What are you doing? He didn't respond, but what he did next almost killed us all. He clapped. He went right up the retired gym teacher, forgot his name, and clapped. The man fell to his knees and Nagisa took the antidote before tasing the man. He stepped back to make sure his job was done, and when the man didn't move we all burst into cheers and I ran over and hugged him. You scared me. He hugged back. Sorry. We went back to the resort and treated everyone. So much for a vacation. I said as I laid in bed. You're telling me, Meg said, and she flopped on her bed. I couldn't sleep well that night, but all I knew was when we got back we had to end Koro tilde Sensei. Nagisa's pav. I was exhausted from the mission we went on that as soon as we got in the room I passed out on my bed. But I was thinking the same thing as everyone else. When we get back to E-class, we have to end Koro tilde Sensei. I didn't want to wake up the next morning because I knew I had to go home. I rolled out of bed, quite literally, and fell on the ground. I got up and packed my stuff, then went to meet the others downstairs. Morning. I rubbed my eye. Took you long enough, you lazy bum. Karma smacked my back and chuckled. Ow. We all laughed and took a seat so we could wait for the others. After everyone arrived we got back on the horrid train and rode back home with the same question on our minds. How will we kill Koro tilde Sensei? Little did we know all that would have to come sooner than expected. Ah, I'm sorry. I am a terrible person. That means next chapter it's all over. PLZ, forgive me for not posting and when I did telling you that I would end it soon. XOXO Yana Chan. Where stories live. Discover now.